more worried by the day and the night. And nobody knows better than the man across from me that nobody loves Dak Prescott more than I do, because I drive you crazy with my Dak love on a daily basis.
I know.
You do?
Yeah.
But the more that I read about this, the more that I hear about this, the worse it gets. Now Dak is threatening to miss the offseason program with a new head coach. I do not love that.
Nope.
And now I'm hearing from my sources that the agent is overplaying his hand because the agent is worried about how big the new cap will be and then how big the new CBA in another year will be, which could quickly render whatever deal they take right now that's on the table obsolete.
Correct.
So I'm conflicted about that. I feel strongly both ways because I get where they are. It's at an impasse, and it's hard for me to believe that they're going to resolve this quickly. I hope they do. I think they might, but I'm not sure.
Right.
So this hit me like a bolt of lightning last night. Who is the one quarterback that inspires more awe in me than Dak Prescott? Well, that's easy. Yeah. It's the GOAT.
Mahomes?
No, it's Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. is the GOAT of GOATs. He's 6 Super Bowls out of 9. He should have won a couple of more.
No, he should have lost a couple more.
No, he should have won the first Eli, and he should have won 505 yards record passing, and Belichick gives up 41 to Nick Foles. Should have won that Super Bowl. But the point is, it occurred to me last night, nothing has ever happened like this in the history of this league. I don't know if people are processing this, but the GOAT is available. Now, I still think the GOAT has 2 high-quality Pro Bowl caliber years left in that body of his. And obviously, because of nutrition and various forms of exercise and pliability, whatever you want, you can play a little longer today than you could in Joe Montana's time.
Okay.
He wound up getting traded to Kansas City and played 2 pretty good to very good years for the Chiefs. They made the playoffs and went all the way AFC Championship game and lost to Buffalo the first time. And then the second time, he played pretty well, but he was 9-5 in his starts. They were 9-7 overall, and they missed the playoffs, and that was the end of Joe Montana. Right. I think Tom can play even better than that at this stage in age. So I'm thinking, wait a second. My team is on the verge. Fox Bet has my team with the 8th best odds to reach next year's Super Bowl, but I'm seeing other books as high as 4th best odds to get to the Super Bowl. So I think even you would agree they got a shot.
Yes,
I mean, they got a young, on-the-verge team. It was sorely, supremely disappointing this year. It went 8-8. And so I kept thinking, as much as I love Dak, they went 8-8. Well, what if Tom Brady said to Jerry, I'm interested? What if Jerry thought, gee, I could get Tom Brady for maybe even slightly less than I'm going to have to pay Dak for 5 years, for 2 years?
Okay.
What if I could pay him, I don't know, 33-ish, whatever that figure is, which by Brady's standards would be, he's the most he ever made was last year, 23, so he'd be happy with 33, but it's not going to break the Cowboy bank. And if you could sign him just for 2 more years, you'd say, wait a second, would he not be happy with that offensive line and with Zeke and with the receiving core and blah, blah, blah? It's all there. The pieces are there. And again, Tom Brady would be the biggest star the Dallas Cowboys have ever had. The team with the star on its helmet would have the biggest star ever, yet this star has so little ego that he would not mind Jerry Jones hogging the spotlight on a daily, nightly basis. He doesn't care. He sort of stays out of the way and studies tape, right? So it would be a great fit. The problem would be you would just have to cut bait with Dak Prescott. And then after 2 years, you maximize your chances. Can you win a Super Bowl in 2 years? Maybe. But if you don't, you're starting over. And you'd have to try to draft another young quarterback, hope you found another 4th rounder or fall out of heaven, Dak Prescott. And you'd have to let Dak go elsewhere, and you'd have to risk him coming back to haunt you, which he well might. But to me, if this thing is at such an ugly impasse that he's going to miss a bunch of the offseason program or even hold out through training camp, I don't love it to the point that I would love to see Tom Brady finish as a Dallas Cowboy. I already made the case that the perfect fit would be for him to go home and play for the 49ers. But they're going to have to cut bait with Jimmy G, which they can do. It would actually be beneficial for them after the couple of years with Jimmy G. They can get out from under his deal very easily. Well, Cowboys could get out from under Dak. They could just say, see you later, right?
They can do that right now.
They could.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Skip, they're playing a dangerous game, and I told you they're playing this dangerous game. Because here's the thing, while you said, you said Dak is not worth this and you give him F, what is Steven and Jerry Jones continuously saying? He's our franchise guy, he's our guy. Okay, when it comes to paying our guy, you're trying to give him less than our guy money. Dak says, no, I've given you a discount the first 4 years of my career. When I made, over 4 years, I made $2 million. I'm not giving you a discount the first one. Now, maybe the next go around, that should be my choice, Skip. Look, if I want to come to my employer and say, you know what, in order to, for you to get Karen in HR, I'm going to take a discount. But don't you bring that to me. Let me take that to you. If Dak says, Jerry, Steven, look, I'll work with you guys, no problem. That should be Dak's choice, not Jerry and Steven's choice. And what you're playing this game because you're making him feel like, you said it, Kirk Cousins kept getting franchise tagged because you said they didn't believe in him. Obviously, if you don't believe in the guy, I want you to show me one more time if you're the real deal. Dak said, I've shown you for 4 years. I won Rookie of the Year. I won 2 NFC East titles. I won a playoff game. If you haven't seen it, you won't be seeing it.
Okay, so it's getting uglier by the minute.
Yeah,
for every reason you just made.
I love it.
It's all wrong for kind of the right reasons on both sides. Because Jerry's willing to pay top dollar today in 2020, but where they're stuck is 21, 22, 23, because Todd France, the agent, is saying the cap is going up. You got to pay this man huge dollars going forward. And Jerry's like, I do? We just went 8-8.
But here's the thing, though, Skip, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, now don't quote me on this, but I think the cap has gone up 30 to 40% over the last 5 years. What's the likelihood of the cap continuing to go up 30 to 40% over the next 5 years? So Dak signs a contract that's an eyesore. It looks good today, but in 2 years, it's an eyesore. See, Skip Bayless, Dak Prescott heard that Teddy Pendergrass song. If you don't know me by now, you will never know me. So he's like, I done put this on tape. I almost got you 5,000. I threw for 30 touchdowns. I've been Rookie of the Year. I won playoff games. Now I need you to pay me because Philly, no questions, no discount, pay walking to him. The Rams, no discount, no questions, pay Jerry Goff.
Does Shannon Sharpe believe in Dak Prescott?
I believe Dak.
You do not. You do not believe in him.
Skip, it's Jerry. Jerry could have.
Be honest.
Skip.
Be real.
Jerry could have rented
Keep
this.
Keep it 1,000. Keep
Dak
it 1,000. You don't believe
Dak
in him.
deserves his money.
Yeah.
Skip. What has he done? What hasn't he done that Wentz has gotten? Because he saw what they got, Skip. It's going to take more. Look at the cap. The cap continues to go up. Jerry just Skip. And this notion, well, if you play quarterback for the Cowboys, if you don't mind me asking, Skip, where do all those 70 Steelers live? In Pittsburgh. Where does Jim Kelly still stay? In Buffalo. If you are a quarterback, regardless, Dallas, Philly, it doesn't matter. If you are a quarterback, you're going to get top dollar. If you're a top player, if you live in the city that you played, you're going to have opportunities. So this notion that Dallas Cowboy players are the only ones that have opportunities after football is not true.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.